Crimes 1 and 2. What do you mean by Crimes 1 and 2? Why is it called that? Oh, what? Oh, this is new. The heck? Beach. Okay, we're going in. Also, we'll be playing in English, so I'll be talking a bit. So, man, this place looks beautiful.
Wow! The city is all decked out! Oh, it's beautiful!
Sure it is.
Festival season means no commissions, which means no Mora.
Oh, god dang it.
Catherine's always looking out for us, so we should still drop by and say hello.
Sure, let's go.
Greetings, traveler. Paimon.
Hello, Catherine.
Hey, Catherine! Still doing the whole no commissions during Windbloom thing?
In general, yes. The people of Mondstadt don't delegate their work to others this time of year. But...
But?
Feel free to take a look around. I think you'll pick up on something unusual.
Take a look around, huh?
Huh? Suspicious. Suspicious.
It's finally Windbloom. And here I am ruining everything.
What?
You're a bit tired. No big deal. Give it some time. How about doing something fun tonight? We could take a stroll or go stargazing.
Stargazing? Like we'll find a spot. You know people start reserving places on Starsnatch Cliff the moment the sun goes down. Sorry, I'm just not in the mood. I should go.
Oh man.
Whoa! Something's off with Beatrice. She would never give up a chance to talk to Quinn. This is weird.
Very weird.
Oh, you're leaving? I can walk you home.
No, it's okay. Thank you. I just need some time to myself. Besides, there's still something I need to do.
Okay.
The truth is, Quinn, not long ago,
Huh?
What is it? Is there something wrong?
Never mind. It's nothing. Actually, Quinn, I think we should stop seeing each other for now.
What?
Huh? Wait, are you saying we can't be friends anymore? I thought we were best friends.
Did you see that? Beatrice ran off without looking back. Oh, we go adventuring in other nations for a bit, and one of Mondstadt's best friendship stories is already over?
I can't believe it. Maybe they're just working out the kinks? I think that's more to
Is
it.
this what you meant by unusual, Catherine?
This is just one example. Beatrice has been feeling down for days. But that's not all.
What?
Oh, it's the honorary knight in Paimon.
Is something wrong? You don't look so good.
I know a knight should be stronger than this, but I haven't been feeling right lately. I just can't focus.
What is going on?
I started sleepwalking out of nowhere. Sometimes I'd even wake up in the middle of the night standing in a random location outside.
You should see a doctor.
This is...
I did, but all the tests came back normal. The doctor said I'm fine.
That is very
Yeah.
strange indeed.
I even consulted Miss Barbara at the church, but her conclusion was the same. In any case, she was kind enough to pray to Lord Barbados for me to get better. Is it because I saw something I wasn't meant to see? Sorry, this is for me to figure out. It is Windbloom after all. Anyway, I have patrol to finish. Until next time, you two.
Man, people are seeing very down. What is going on?
Huh. Is it something in the air, maybe?
It is strange. Oh, Donna
It
too?
appears Miss Donna is also out of sorts.
Damn. Okay.
Where can I find a truly fascinating man?
Oh, Never
Wait,
mind.
but Donna is the one who has a huge crush on D-Luke, right?
That's what I
Uh,
thought too. But she seems to have changed her mind.
that's definitely weird. Kaya?
Is that Captain Kaya? Huh. Now that I look at him, he's exactly my type.
What?
How come I never felt this way before?
Okay, wait. I'm flattered, Miss Donna, although I do wonder whether that was intended or for outside use.
Oh, no. Of course not. I'm sorry, Captain. Just pretend I didn't say anything. And, have a happy Windbloom.
Oh, Lord. I intend to, my dear. But first, a question, if you don't mind. Why the sudden change of heart? I was under the impression Master Diluc was the object of your affections.
Good question, Kaya.
So, you knew about that? Well, Master Diluc came into the city not too long ago, but when I saw him, it was like the butterflies just weren't there anymore.
What? Okay.
If I had to compare it to something, it would be like waking up and realizing you're married to a man you don't love.
Huh. Okay.
But then I saw you, and it wasn't that something was different about you. I can't really explain it. It was just a feeling.
A feeling? I understand. And I'm flattered I was able to bring back the butterflies, but I do need to see to some business, so I'll take my leave.
Oh, here he comes. Well, surprised to see us?
Hello, Kaya. Not at all. You are the exact two people I've been trying to find. So, Traveler Paimon, how have you been? All good. How about yourself and the rest of the Knights of Favonius? The answer to that requires a private conversation. Catherine, do you mind?
Not at all. Have fun, you three.
So, you said you were looking for us.
Uh-huh. Yes, Jean sent me to find you when she heard you were back in Mondstadt. But let's discuss the finer details back at headquarters. Okay. To headquarters we go then. Paralogism? I, I don't know what I was spelling that correctly, but what else? Let's just go. Oh, Eula.
Ah, Kaya. You found them.
Hello, Eula. That's an interesting surprise. Yep, I managed to track them down.
Good. With what's about to happen, it's great to have you in town.
Oh, sorry, mouse.
Whoa, headquarters are packed. What's going on?
Exactly.
Honorary Knight Paimon. Oh, it's an honor to meet you. I believe introductions are in order?
Hello. Allow... What? Oh, okay. I thought it was... Okay, never mind. Allow me. You have Note, Captain of the Second Company, Skiron, Captain of the Third Company, Eula, Captain of the Fourth Company, and me, of course, Captain of the Ninth Company. Oh man!
Oh, you're all captains?
Damn, that's crazy.
That's right.
Sorry about that. Got a weird cut. But okay, let's continue.
Jean!
Hello, Jean. How are you? Traveler, Paimon, thank you for coming. Is everything alright? There are tons of people outside. Ah, yes, that would be the captains. You know a few of them already, but I'm sure there are some new faces. There have been a number of incidents in Mondstadt. In order to wrap up the case, I gathered all the captains of the Knights of Favonius together to hold a trial.
A trial? But this is Mondstadt, not Fontaine.
Yeah, I can understand the confusion. You've never participated in one of our trials before. In truth, we haven't had to conduct one in quite some time. The Knights of Favonius oversees most matters of law and order in Mondstadt. Of course, in the interest of fairness, major cases are tied jointly with the church. Under the guidance... Oh my god, words. Under the guidance of Barbados, the Knights uphold chivalric justice in the spirit of our order, and the Church carries blessings and goodwill wherever the wind can reach. And today's case requires a joint trial by both parties. Oh.
Which means it's a serious one. So, do you need our help?
Hold on. The group of people we saw in the corridor just now, there was someone missing. Where's Albedo?
Right! He's the captain of the investigation team. But we didn't see him out there.
A keen observation, traveler. That happens to be exactly why I called you here, huh? Okay. In the upcoming trial against Captain Why is Albedo in trial? We will do our utmost to understand the facts of this case and deliver a fair and impartial verdict.
Albedo is the one on trial? What did he do?
Jean, it's time. Understood. Trevor, Paimon, come with me. Damn, this is serious. What the heck? Also, Teacup, hi. Damn, what is happening, bruh? Oh, what the? Oh, damn. Diluc's here, okay. Please sit wherever you like. I only ask that you remain calm no matter what you hear. No matter what you hear. I need to head over there. Alright. Don't worry, the trial will be fair. Understood. Oh man. Now that everyone is gathered, let us begin. With Grandmaster Varka away from Mondstadt for the time being, I, Jean Gunhilder, will oversee today's proceedings. Mr. Dahlia, Deacon of the Church of Favonius, will serve as assessor as representatives of our respective organizations. We will ensure a just verdict in this case. Dahlia.
Oh, that's a new face. Deacon of the church. Does that mean he works with Barbara and Rosaria?
Most likely. The defendant in today's case is the captain of the investigation team, Albedo. Albedo, what did you do? Certain aspects of this case are classified and it remains uncertain whether the alleged victims are citizens of Mondstadt. As such, this trial is not open to the public. The identities of the victims are still unknown? Strange. If guilt is established in this case, all facts will be made public after the final verdict is delivered. Now, the captain of the logistics company, Miss Hota, will present the charges. The court appoints Mr. Kaya to speak on Mr. Albedo's behalf. Are both parties ready to proceed? Yes.
Ready to proceed.
Oh my. Miss Herda, the floor is yours.
Prior to this trial, the Knights of Favonius, in conjunction with the Church, launched an investigation into Mr. Albedo for suspected murder and unlawful disposal of human remains.
Murder? What?
Murder?
Exactly, Paimon! Nothing from Albedo.
A witness stated that, 11 days ago, in the middle of the night, she saw the defendant southeast of the city gates, dragging a large object she later identified as a human body.
What?
No. There's no way!
We now call that witness to the stand. Beatrice, please tell us what you saw.
Beatrice, damn, okay. Beatrice, so is that what she was trying to tell Quinn earlier?
Well, I was out late that night on business, and when I came back, I saw someone in the moonlight that looked like Mr. Albedo. He was dragging a huge bag of some kind. I thought it was strange, so I followed him. Then, there was a sudden flash of golden light. The bag opened, and inside there was a body. Mr. Albedo's vision allows him to manipulate the ground with ease. So he buried it and then removed any traces on the ground.
Huh?
Before he left, it seemed like he looked in my direction. Maybe it was just my imagination, but I was terrified thinking he might kill me too. Luckily, he didn't see me.
Oh, damn. This is serious. I now turn to the defendant. Describe your whereabouts that night. I was working in my office on the second floor of the Knights of Favonian's headquarters. What? That's right. The next day, the defendant submitted his latest environment report on the Dragonspine region. Considering the length of the text, it must have taken a considerable amount of time to finish.
Can anyone attest to the fact that the defendant was working in his office that night?
No. Oh.
Then the length of the report is not a sufficient alibi.
This isn't looking good.
Oh, your voice is... Okay. If the crime did occur as you described, then what about the body? You mentioned the joint investigation. Well, was the body recovered?
Not yet.
Oh. In other words, you dug up the location Miss Beatrice described and found nothing. You don't find that suspicious?
I know what I saw. I'm telling the truth, Miss Hertha, I swear. Also, didn't you say that speaking out would help protect the people of Mondstadt? Otherwise, I'd never put myself out here like this.
You're doing the right thing. Besides, the investigation wasn't fruitless. A single man's shoe and a torn piece of fabric were found in the bushes near the crime scene.
Oh.
The same location the witness described. If no crime occurred, then is all this just a coincidence?
Huh. And yet, no victim has been identified, correct?
It's true. No one has been reported missing. However, Miss Beatrice harbors no ill will toward the defendant. Her testimony clearly points to a crime, and she has no reason to lie.
That is true, on her part. Does the defendant wish to say anything in response? You may believe otherwise, Miss Herta, but I did not kill a single person. As a knight and the captain of the investigation team, I have a duty to protect Mondstadt and its people. You accuse me of murder, but there's no body or motive.
The defendant raises an important point. Motive. Yet, I must be frank, not all murders are premeditated. Spontaneous conflict can also have unforeseen consequences.
Oh damn.
Nevertheless, I don't intend to prosecute this case on circumstantial evidence alone. Which brings me to the second charge against Mr. Albedo.
Second?
Second charge?
What the heck? Please proceed.
7 days ago, at dawn, a witness saw the defendant dispose of the body of an adult male in the area between Dragonspine and Dawn Winery.
Huh?
I now call the second witness to the stand.
Wait, that's...
D-Luke. Ragnivinder. Okay, I don't know these surnames. These surnames are too hard. Please tell the court what you saw. At around 3:40 in the morning, I saw Mr. Albedo dispose of a body beneath a cliff. It was dark, but he used the power of Geo to illuminate his surroundings. From what I could tell, it looks like the body of an adult male, tall and thin, but I couldn't make out the age. He buried the body underneath the cliff and smoothed out the ground to remove any traces.
We now have accounts from two separate witnesses that describe the same modus operandi. Would you call that a coincidence?
Oh my. I would only inquire as to what Mr. D-Luke was doing in that area so early in the morning. Not the most opportune time for a stroll. Is there such a thing? Dawn Winery is my home. It's not unusual for me to take walks in the area. It just happens to be the right place at the right time. That's all. Master D-Luke is a well-respected figure in Mondstadt. I see no reason for him to frame Mr. Albedo, yet the question remains, where are the bodies?
Before you suggest a lack of evidence, Mr. Kaya, you should know. After the defendant left that morning, the witness found this where the body was buried.
What is that? And this is... what looks like the teeth and femur of a human? What? Now it does beg the question, if the burial was fresh, why is this all that remains of the body? But I suppose Mr. Albedo is the only one who can answer that. Careful now, Master Duke. I do believe I hear a presumption of guilt in there somewhere.
These remains suggest an accelerated rate of decomposition. Considering the defendant's profession, there's reason to suspect that alchemy is at play here.
What? Okay.
Both witnesses saw golden light, a known byproduct of alchemy. That's how the defendant destroyed the bodies. The light also explains how the witnesses were able to get a clear view of the events in the dark.
So that's your angle. Alchemy. A logical assessment, but we have a witness of our own. The afternoon before the alleged second murder, Mr. Albedo had a lengthy intellectual exchange with his student Sucrose. The two were in the library until the next morning. Why did the discussion last so long? Miss Sucrose was presenting the results of her research. She noticed some flaws in the data and insisted on reviewing her calculations until the next morning with Mr. Albedo present. That's right, we were in the library together.
You're certain Mr. Albedo was present the whole time?
Yes, and I know Mr. Albedo would never kill someone. He would never be that cruel.
Nevertheless, the other witnesses have no reason to lie. Tell me, Miss Sucrose, that meeting in the library, were you awake the whole time? Sounds like a considerable duration to go without sleep.
Oh,
I do hope you can be truthful with us. It concerns the safety of countless Mondstadt citizens. A crime like this cannot go unpunished.
Oh man. Why does this feel more serious than Fontaine Court? Like, well, not as serious, but somewhere there, I guess. I don't know. I'll take it from here. During our meeting, Sucrose did fall asleep not long after midnight. It's alright, Sucrose. You don't have to lie for me. This is a secret place of judgment. The truth is paramount. Mr. Albedo? I see. Then I'm afraid your alibi cannot be substantiated? Do you understand? Yes. I know claiming innocence without proof isn't enough. But the prosecution argument has its own holes. There's been no mention of a motive or what exact method could reduce a human body to those remains.
No conclusive evidence of guilt. But the witness accounts do match to an extent that can't be dismissed. This is a tricky one.
Oh man.
Allow me to submit another piece of evidence.
Oh, she's
The
switching.
investigators intercepted one of Mr. Albedo's correspondences. I will now read the pertinent parts to the court.
Oh? A correspondence? Oh no, that envelope does look like it belongs to Mr. Albedo.
I have never abandoned the subject of human research. In fact, delving deeper into Dragonspine has led me to realize that the concept of life could be further expanded and transformed into that of birth.
What?
The mystery of human birth is often linked to death. As such, death is the most suitable material for the creation of new life. To that end, we must engage in a process of putrefaction and refinement.
What are these big words? Purification and refinement.
Is that in reference to an alchemical process?
The letter continues. Experimental trials have been carried out in the northwestern part of Dragonspine, in the area southeast of Mondstadt's main gate. The data is as expected. Just as you endeavored to do, I too shall take up the path of creation and break through current limitations to reach a new realm of living beings.
What? Is this just another Albedo clone or some shit? Or like, am I? Because this seems like it. I don't know. I trust the investigators have confirmed this to be the defendant's handwriting and that the letter makes more than passing mention of purification and refinement.
Correct. Not to mention, the locations indicated in the letter match both crime scenes. What more can we trust than the defendant's own words?
No, it can't be true.
believe it.
A guilty verdict cannot be delivered without sufficient evidence. In order to protect all parties involved, that is what our principles demand. My original assessment was that we lacked said evidence. But now, it seems the only remaining questions are the identities of the victims and the specific alchemical process used in this case.
Huh. Then we are in agreement. The evidence is conclusive. On the charges of murder and of unlawful disposal of human remains, the court finds the defendant guilty. Oh my god! The people in attendance appear shocked. No one can believe a kind of and well-mannered person like Albedo could commit such a crime. Jean stipulates that those unsatisfied with the verdict will have time to submit an objection or appeal, but most appear hopeless in this moment. Oh my. As you watch Albedo being taken back to headquarters, you get a strange feeling that something hidden is about to come to light. It all comes back to that letter, a secret that you and Albedo know all too well, but the people of Mondstadt have yet to discover.
Why would Albedo do something like that? Oh, this has to be a nightmare!
Oh my. Albedo told me his secret once, that he was a synthetic human created through alchemy. Could that have something to do with this case? But what follows in Rhine-Daughter's footsteps just because he's an alchemic creation? That will only make him more suspicious. Well, this took a turn for the worse. Hello.
Rosaria! Oh, when did you get here?
She was here the whole time, Paimon. I've been here the whole time. I happen to have a message to pass along. For us? Yes, you're needed at Star Snatch Cliff. He's waiting for you there. What?
Who is he?
I'm guessing this is Venti. You'll know when you get there. Go on now. Time is like the wind. It waits for no one. I'm guessing this is Venti. I'm guessing. The current story seems to be related to your past adventures. Would you like to quickly go over begin reviewing? Yeah, this part, yes. Well, technically we didn't actually do this. It's just you and Paimon went to Dragonspire to ask the video who was conducting research there some questions about alchemy, only to encounter a series of strange events. Strange soft noises echoing through the mountains that could not be traced. The campsite Albedo disappearing after a chat outside the cave, but having no memory of the incident. At the same time, you will encounter Albedo, otherwise on the mountain, attempting to lead a child away, and he attacked Eula upon being discovered. You were able to confirm that the presence of a mysterious figure impersonating Albedo. A running battle ensued, ambushing and being ambushed, hunting and being hunted. In the end, Albedo eliminated the giant mutant Whopper Flower posing as him. Yet there were more than 2 people wearing that face on the mountain. Oh. Okay then. Venti. Yes, I was correct. Hello, Venti.
Ah, traveler, Paimon. I could hear your arrival upon the wind. Were you looking for me?
Hello, Venti.
Venti, did you send us that message?
No, I did.
Oh.
Whoa, where did you come from? Wait, Venti, do you know this guy? His name is, what is his name again?
Dahlia.
Didn't think I was that unmemorable. I'm Dahlia, Deacon of the Church of Favonius and Herald of the Animo Archon Barbados. Not gonna forget next time, right?
So you called us here so we could meet with Venti?
That's right. I noticed you during the trial. The legendary honorary knight. You seem to have a lot of thoughts on your minds, so I thought we should have a chat.
Okay,
After all, I am the Herald of Barbados. If the people of Mondstadt are in danger, I should keep the Animo Archon in the loop.
Wait then, you know about...
Oh damn.
About what? The fact that my tavern-hopping nomad of a friend is Barbados himself?
Oh damn.
Don't worry, Dahlia and I are close. He knows everything.
Everything.
Besides,
Okay.
a god needs someone to communicate their will in a formal setting, and no one does that better than Dahlia.
Not that I saw that coming when we first met. But back to the matter at hand. I believe you two already know about Albedo's background.
If you mean his true identity, then yeah, we do.
So, you know too, Venti? That's surprisingly Archon-like of you.
Lol.
Well, I knew from the moment Rhine-Daughter and Alice brought Albedo to Mondstadt. When those two are in town, no one can afford to slack off.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
The Kryda Prince, a perfect specimen of synthetic life. At this stage of the case, there are countless questions surrounding Albedo's motive. His true identity is a potential weakness.
A synthetic being loses control of their sanity and goes on a killing spree. That's how a novel would frame the story, and people are inclined to agree.
Albedo has told us before that humans often value the ordinary over the transcendent and miraculous.
And the slightest difference is perceived as other. A very common phenomenon.
Damn. Okay, I'll be right back.
Which means we need to find a way to help your friend.
What do you know about the situation, Venti?
Me? Well, I know that Albedo is a synthetic being, and that a lot of strange things have been happening in Mondstadt, even though Windbloom should be about drinking and having fun.
Yep.
We noticed that too! The minute we got here, something was off.
Very off. You share your observations with Venti and Dahlia.
I've picked up on most of those too. Miles is out of sorts. Beatrice seems anxious. Although I didn't know Donna stopped being interested in Master Diluc.
When no love remains for the songs to tell, the world becomes naught but an empty shell. Cruel is said fate, cruel it may be, were it not for a hero who could set us all free.
Damn, that was perfect.
What are you getting at, Tone Deaf Bard? Oh, just making a comment. There are always unavoidable trials in life. At least, that's what Barbados would say. A certain someone is going to need to overcome a trial like that. In such cases, even the Seven know better than to tamper with fate. If only there was a brave soul willing to aid their friend in his time of need. Should he meet a terrible fate, all of Mondstadt could be worse for it.
You're looking at me, right? Yep.
If you wanted our help, you could have just asked, you know.
Yeah, you could have just asked.
Well, even if Albedo wasn't at the center of this case, protecting Mondstadt is part of being an honorary knight, right? You'll still have help, of course, which is why I prepared a little surprise. Behold! A bomb!
Hello?
Don't worry, I removed the fuse, so it's not going to explode. Say hello to the Dodo communication device.
Yep.
So, this thing belongs to you now? We're old pals. Don't think she'd care if I borrowed it for a few days. Anyway, this invention, with a little help from a trick of mine, will allow us to keep in touch. Just take it out and we can chat.
We'll do our best to uncover the truth.
That's all I ask. No matter what comes, you have the wind on your side.
Okay. Oh, that's...
I suppose we're old pals too at this point.
Indeed. Your companionship is like a breeze that lingers in the air, warm and familiar.
In all this time, I've never witnessed Lord Barbados approach anything in a serious manner. Perhaps this time, I'm in for something special.
Barbados? Serious? Oh, you give him too much credit.
Hardly. It's not blind faith, you know. I've always had unwavering belief in the animal Archon.
Is that so? Oh, I wonder what Barbados thinks about that. You should pray to him and find out.
Good idea. I'll tell him I still haven't deciphered his drunken musings from our 3 trips to the tavern last month. His wisdom is sure to reveal itself in time.
Oh, you know what? Forget about Barbados, Dahlia. Treat me to a drink instead. You wouldn't refuse me, would you?
LOL.
A dear friend like you? Never.
He's just here for a drink, man. That's all he is here for. Ah, Vinci. I know you all must be shocked, but the evidence is solid. Albedo's situation is not looking good.
I still don't believe Albedo would do something like that. Using living people as alchemical test subjects? It's like something out of a novel.
Perhaps it's best for me to remain impartial, but I've worked with Albedo before. He's an alchemist, not a sadist.
This version of events is as hard for me to accept as anyone, but Vaca once said Albedo is very different from the rest of us. Perhaps there are things we still need to learn about him. Let's see what Albedo has to say for himself first. Would you mind giving me a moment, everyone? A private matter requires my attention.
Hey, Jean!
Hello. Traveler, Paimon, perfect timing. Kaya has a favor to ask. Like Jean said after the verdict, we have time to submit an appeal, and I will do my utmost to convince Albedo to accept. He's been acting strange, and I can't read him from the life of me, but I need you two to start investigating the case. Investigating the case? Yes. It's also time for you to get involved. Do you want us to join the investigation? No. We'd like you to launch an investigation of your own. I'll continue working on his defense in the meantime. If you find anything that might help his case, just let me know. Oh, alright. I know it's against the spirit of the season to ask you with this, but Albedo is a trusted member of our ranks. We owe him the benefit of the doubt. Understood. I'll look into the case on my own. I know you'll get to the bottom of this, Traveler. You've never failed us in the time... You've never failed us in our time of need.
But what if the accusations turn out to be true?
Then you will have done Monster Agreed service all the same. I'm expecting a retrial. Until then, you're welcome to look around Albedo's office on the second floor. I'm calling it. Oh, we get to go on the second floor! Wait! Oh, second floor time. Oh, hello, Jean. Thank you for agreeing to investigating. We're counting on you. Sure do! Let's go. Oh, what? Second floor. Oh my god, we can finally walk.
Wait, Captain Kaya! Surely I can't just...
These two are here on Jean's orders. She asked them to investigate Albedo's office.
Oh, in that case, head on in.
Alrighty then. Albedo's office.
So this is Albedo's office. Pretty much exactly how Paimon pictured it.
Yep, pretty much. Alright, I have some work of my own, so I'll leave you to it. Good luck, you two.
Right back at ya.
Alrighty then. Investigate.
Alright, let's see what we can find.
Investigate the book. There's a stack of books on the desk, mostly related to alchemy, environmental science, and life science. Some of the pages have been marked with alchemic symbols, and others have S-shaped or triangular symbols drawn on them. Any potential meaning is unclear.
Wow, these books are so fancy! Albedo must have gone to great lengths to get them.
Investigate underneath the book. After moving the book, the desk looks almost empty. Your hand slipped while moving the book, causing the hardcover book to strike the desk. Oh no! The resulting noise is a bit unusual. It's subtle, but to an experienced avenger it sounds too hollow, almost like there's a compartment within the desk.
Wait, it looks like there's a hidden compartment under the desk.
There does appear to be a compartment added to one side of the desk. It was very well hidden. The lock mechanism is complex and seems to involve elemental power in some way. Perhaps you could try using the power of Geo. Ow. The hidden compartment opens. Inside lies a piece of paper with more information. Investigate the paper. Festering is also a manifestation of rot? What? When festering forces and a sufficient amount of life energy collide, the two will repel each other, triggering a powerful side effect. When I tested this in an alchemical experiment, the results of the refinement was startling. Breaking through the shackles of life, the simulation of the projects, I must take advantage of this opportunity. What?
The name of the project is blotted out in ink. What could it be?
They're not mentioning festering forces, which suggests that Dragonspine could be involved somehow. If this has something to do with creating synthetic life, would Albedo go that far for one of his experiments? No, that can't be. Amid the notes is a map with a few markings on it. 2 of the marked locations correspond to the crime scenes, and the third appears to be Dragonspine. Ah, okay. It's hard to pill. It's a hard pill to swallow. But if the results of a joint investigation are correct, there could be a body hidden in the last location, or at the very least, what remains of one.
Huh. What does this mean? Oh, do you think something might also be buried at the last location?
Maybe.
Alright, that seems to be it for this place. We should go tell Jean what we found.
Righty-ho. Don't do. Oh.
Oh, Venti's calling. Let's answer.
How's the investigation going? Find anything?
Hello, Venti.
Oh, we found stuff, alright. Stuff that only makes Albedo look even more suspicious.
Damn.
I see. So, Albedo's researching something that doesn't help his case, huh?
You share what you learned with Venti.
Not promising. We should be grateful Albedo's true identity remains hidden. If it gets out that he's one of Rhindaughter's creations, there'd be no separating him from her past. As we both know, Rhindaughter's approach to alchemy and ethics was pure madness, and the evidence you just found, let's just say it could convince even those closest to him of his guilt. Perhaps even you.
I don't think the handwriting was faked, and the notes also sounded like him.
Then it comes down to trust. Do you trust Albedo?
I don't know, but I want to.
Yeah, he's our friend. We should keep the faith. And if he really is the culprit, he must have had a reason, right? Maybe he's just not allowed to talk about it. Yeah, that must be it.
This is
Either
so
way,
weird.
a fair investigation means coming to a conclusion presented by the facts.
Does that mean even Venti no longer believes in him?
Remaining objective has its own value. Remember, none of this is your fault. Just report back with an honest assessment of the facts.
Yeah. Well, let's go find Jean and tell her what we learned.
Alright then. Damn, this is... Oh!
Wait, that's Miles. What's he doing here?
What are you doing
Oh,
here?
sorry. I heard voices and wasn't sure if I should check who was inside.
It's okay. We're here on Jean's orders.
Ah, I see. I'll, leave you to it then.
Hold on. You didn't hear what we were saying, did you?
Oh, not really. Nothing that made sense anyway.
Well, do us a favor and just forget anything you might have heard, okay?
Oh, sure. You got it.
That map we found in the hidden compartment seems important. We should check out the marked locations.
Marked location, just go outside. We go here, Dio. This might have been the wrong choice, but you know what? It's fine. Where? What? Oh, there it is. Okay.
We should be getting close. Oh, look over there! Something seems off.
Carefully examine the ground. Although everything is covered in snow, as a seasoned adventurer, you notice a spot on the ground that looks quite different from its surroundings. You remove the snow and find a sizable hole beneath, large enough to fit a human body. But the hole is completely empty. The surrounding markings make it look like something was dug up. Did an animal do this, or some monster?
Weird. There's a hole, but no body. The prosecution's argument is that Albedo used alchemy to destroy the bodies. But this location is different from the other two.
It's completely empty.
Why not fill the hole? Or smooth out the ground like the other places?
If one person did all this, why not remove the traces like the others? And if Albedo isn't the one responsible, why was this location marked in his notes? Huh. You return to the Knights of Vonius, doubt swirling in your mind. You're back. Did you find anything?
Yeah, but none of it helps Albedo's case.
You tell Jean about your findings from Albedo's office. I see. A complicated result, but your efforts are appreciated. Did Albedo submit an appeal? Yes, he asked for a retrial. There are still questions surrounding the identities of the victims and the disappearance of the bodies. The mineral remains that were uncovered has been sent for NIST analysis, which should provide some answers. It's just...
What's wrong?
If the victims turn out to be Mondstadt citizens, the situation becomes all the more serious. The second trial would likely have to be open to the public. And I doubt public sentiment will be in Albedo's favor.
Yeah, not when the charges are so serious.
The second trial is set to take place in 2 days. I hope you consider attending this one as well.
Of course, we'll be there. In the meantime, we should all just stay positive.
Well said. When the time comes, I'll carry out my duty to the best of my ability. Oh, damn. Why is he still looking around? Miles. What is this man up to? Wait until 2 days. Very nice. Alright.
We should meet up with Jean. It's about time for the second trial.
Jean, hello. You two. Let me know if you're ready and we'll head out. Alright, follow me. Alrighty then. Oh, music again. Oh my gosh. Ladies and gentlemen, we now convene for the second trial against Mr. Albedo. I, Jean Gilda, will once again oversee the proceedings. Respecting on both sides remain unchanged. Mr. Lalia will continue to serve as assessor. Ms. Herta represents the prosecution and Mr. Kaya speaks on behalf of the defense. The defendant in this case is Mr. Albedo, captain of the investigation team. With that, I now bring this trial to order. Ms. Herta, have the investigators made any new discoveries?
Yes. We sent the teeth and the femur bone found at the scene to the church's medical office, and were able to conclude that these are, in fact, human remains. In addition, the investigators were able to identify several Mondstadt citizens who appear to have been missing for quite some time. Forensic analysis of the remains allowed us to pinpoint the age and gender of the deceased. Interestingly, one of the missing individuals matches that profile to a T.
Oh.
The medical office couldn't spare the personnel, so Miss Rosaria is here to present the results to the court.
Hans Mel, male, 46 years old, martial status, single, occupation, hunter. Consistent with the conclusion in the last trial, his disappearance went unreported, likely due to his lack of relatives. In addition, medical records shows that he sustained a mechanism related injured to his leg 3 years ago. The damage on the femur bone Mr. Dilo found is consistent with such an injury. Therefore, we can conclude that one of the victims in this case is Hansman, a specialized technique was likely used to accelerate the rate of decomposition.
Is it reasonable to assume this technique to be alchemical in nature?
Alchemical or magical, both are possible.
Thank you for your testimony.
The identity of one of the victims is now confirmed. But what about the defendant's motive?
Considering what he wrote in the letter, we can deduce that the defendant needed subjects for an alchemy experiment. Who better than individuals whose disappearance would go unnoticed? In other words, he sacrificed the good people of Mondstadt for his own gain. A truly vile act.
Oh god.
In addition, another witness has agreed to testify. Miss Donna, if you would.
Donna? Another one, huh?
Wait, Donna from the flower shop?
I'm sorry it took so long for me to come forward. But the night Master Diluc saw Mr. Albedo, I was there too.
What?
I was camping with a friend and we decided to stop near Dragonspine. I couldn't really get comfortable that night, so around dawn, I decided to go for a walk. And that's when I saw Master Diluc. I thought it might be nice to, chat. So I headed in his direction and then I saw it. Someone at the bottom of the cliff was getting rid of a body. I was terrified the person might see me. Even after I fled, I couldn't shake that fear. And I started to wish I never had a crush on Master Diluc in the first place.
Oh god.
If I hadn't wanted to talk to him, I would never have been in that situation. Well, I didn't want to come forward because I was scared. But Miss Hertha convinced me it was the right thing to do. I'm sorry it took me so long.
I see. Just stepping forward was brave enough, Miss Donna. This court thanks you for your courage and commitment to justice.
Yes. Thank you.
The two witnesses corroborate the same sequence of events. That just leaves the question of how the defendant disposed of the bodies.
I believe the answer lies in the alchemical technique mentioned in the letter. The defendant is the most accomplished alchemist in Mondstadt. He has the skill, no question.
A special investigator also uncovered some relevant evidence on that subject. I will now present it to the court.
Wait, does she mean...
The evidence we found in Albedo's office. The following are pieces of it uncovered in Mr. Albedo's office, the most important of which is this map. Yep, this map. The map was found with the defendant's notes. The markings correspond with the description in the letter and the location of the crime scene. Does this map belong to you? What is making that sound? I have no idea. Yes. Were you the ones who marked these locations? Yes. You do realize that's basically an admission of guilt, don't you? The evidence against you is nearly insurmountable? No. Since you uncovered that compartment, I might as well expound on the matter.
We have witnesses and physical evidence. What could you possibly say in your defense?
What I always have. I never killed a single person.
Ugh, you have some nerve. Saying that when the evidence is stacked against you?
Miss Herta, you've presented a malicious and convincing case. I'll give you that. But I will not admit to something I didn't do.
So, what? You're just going to bombard the court with excuses?
That's a rather dismissive way to refer to an innocent man speaking in his own defense. Besides, I'm not making excuses. I'm exercising patience.
That won't make the charges against you disappear, Mr. Albedo.
Perhaps not, but patience comes with its own reward. It's easy for things to remain buried in snow until someone comes along and brushes it away. Albedo seems serious but unfazed. Does that mean he really didn't do anything untoward? He mentioned brushing off the snow. Is that supposed to be a hint? If it was a hint, then it must have something to do with Dragonspine, which reminds me, one of the location marked on the map was found in Dragonspine, wasn't it? Traveler, you were the one who uncovered the notes, right? Then I'm assuming you visited the third location marked on the map as well? Can you tell us what you found? You nod your head and give an honest account of the scene you found on Dragonspine. Whatever you kept was kept in the hole was gone, and the surrounding area bore the markings of an unknown creature. With everything covered in snow, no one knew there was something to discover in the first place.
Then, there must also have been a body.
I didn't think about this. What clues am I missing? The second marked location is between Dragonspine and Dawnwarning, where Diluc saw a widow bury the body of an adult male. Diluc described nearly the same events as Beatrice. There's no reason for them to conclude against a widow, so their testimony should be trustworthy. Diluc found a teeth and a femur bone at the scene, and Donna confirmed his version of events because she was also there that night. The two should have no reason to set Albedo up. Despite her crush, Donna wouldn't lie about something like that just to get Diluc's attention. Not to mention, Donna has been acting strange since before the trial. According to the forensic result, the teeth and femur bone belong to a Mossad citizen, and the witness accounts against that Albedo was the last person to come into contact with his body. Did Albedo really use alchemy to reduce the body to a few bones, and does that mean he's the killer? The first marked location is near Mondstadt. Beatrice saw Albedo use alchemy to dig a hole and bury the body there. A single man's shoe and a torn piece of fabric were found in the bushes nearby. Taken together, this evidence seems to suggest that Albedo killed someone and concealed the body. The third marked location is in Dragonspine. We only knew that because we found the map in the hidden compartment. During our investigation, Paimon and I discovered a hole beneath the snow, big enough to hide a human body. There were also claw marks around the outside, but there were no body or any meanings whatsoever. Please select another entry to trigger that. That doesn't make sense. It doesn't! The difference between the yes, okay. Albedo marks these three locations on the map found in the hidden compartment. There are some similarities and differences between them. Based on what we know, all three locations were likely used to hide bodies. The holes dug in each area certainly seem big enough. But unlike the first two locations, there were claw marks around the hole in the third location, and no witnesses saw anything happen there. Dragonspine is home to all manner of monsters and wild animals. Could some kind of creature have dug up the body? But why wasn't that the case in the other locations? The marks didn't look fresh, which means the hole in the third location had been there longer than the other two. But if the hole at the third location was made around the same time, does that mean it's connected to a separate incident? We'll go with this one first. Dragonspine has a frigid climate and is covered in snow all year round. Even so, it's home to various monsters and creatures that can withstand the cold. Deep within the mountain lies the remains of an even more mysterious creature, Durant. Although the dragon has been dead for a long time, he still possesses a particular life energy. Now that I think about it, a lot of strange things have happened on Dragonspine. Most people know Albedo as an alchemist, the Kata investigation team, but in truth he's a synthetic human created by one of the 5 sinners, Gold, Rhine-daughter. Albedo is steadfast, intelligent, and treats everyone with kindness and respect. I think most people would agree with that assessment. He's also a calculated thinker. It's fair to say that if he did commit a crime, it will likely be well concealed. But up until now, Albedo has never displayed any ill will towards humanity, and he also still seems like his normal self. As his friend, I shouldn't reveal the truth about his identity. That will only make things worse for him. Associate. This one. Trigger association. Encounters on Dragonspine. I want to encounter someone on Dragonspine who looks exactly like Albedo, and we weren't the only ones. Wait a second. Someone who looks exactly like him. Submit conclusion. I'm guessing Albedo has a plan, so I should help him out. But what does that he want to do? Announce a break in the case? No, I should play it safe. Since I made an honest assumption of the fact, I should be honest about my doubts too. It's only fair. Besides, I think I understand what Albedo was trying to tell me just now. I'd like to address the court if I may. I was the one who investigated the office, and I believe the results raised a few questions. Regarding to the two cases addressed in the previous trial, it was established that after disposing of the bodies, the defendant used alchemy to restore the ground to its original state. But that wasn't the case of the third location. The hole was still there, with dirt scattered around the perimeter. It looked more like someone had been dug up. If this was all done by one person, why wasn't the third scene given the same treatment as the others? Why weren't the traces removed? In addition, the markings around the third location weren't fresh, which suggests that the Dragonspine incident happened at a different time. For those reasons, I believe there's still a reasonable doubt in this case, and I hope the verdict reflects that. Thank you. Astute as ever, Traveler.
Questions there may be, but allow me to point out. There is no evidence to suggest that anyone besides the defendant knew about the third location. And the map was found in his notes. That fact alone makes him the most plausible suspect. Unless Mr. Albedo suddenly plans to deny that the map belongs to him.
Allow me to respond to Traveler's point. If all I cared about was proving my innocence, I would indeed do as you described, Miss Herta, and deny any connection to the map. But that is not what I intend to do. The map does belong to me, and I did hide things at those 3 locations.
What?
There were indeed bodies at each location, and I did kill and bury someone on Dragonspine.
Ha! So you admit it. Let the record reflect that the defendant has confessed to his crimes.
You've mistaken, Miss Herta. The story doesn't end there. Some time ago, I encountered an uninvited guest on Dragonspine, someone who wanted to take advantage of the deserted nature of the region to eliminate me in secret. He decided to kill me, led me to a decision where I killed him instead, and buried his body on the mountain, the third location marked on the map.
Actually, the traveler Amber, Bennett, and I were with Albedo that day. The Adventurers Guild was holding an event on Dragonspine. After it ended, we all left the area. If the person Albedo is referring to is different from the one we encountered on the mountain, then the altercation must have occurred after we left.
This only proves that the defendant is guilty on all counts. Those innocent people, their blood is on your hands.
No, you're wrong.
You deny it? After admitting to murder for the whole court to hear? You've clearly lost your mind.
If you would let me finish, Miss Herta, I could get to the important part. The man who attacked me on Dragonspine was my height, with blonde hair, blue eyes, dressed in clothes nearly identical to mine. So someone who happens to look exactly like you? Exactly like him. So I was right. It does come back to what happened back then.
It's one thing to look similar, but for the clothes to be the same?
What's going on? I don't want to be here anymore.
Regardless, the important thing is that you admit to killing someone on Dragonspine.
Yes, I killed someone that day, someone who looked nearly identical to me. But I never said someone was a person. I see. Then it appears I need to withdraw my testimony.
What?
Everyone! I brought her!
Wait, you...
The person who just came in, isn't that Hertha?
What's going on?
Who are you? Why do you wear my face? Hello to you too.
As you can see, this is Hertha, the Lodgings captain on the Knights of Favonius.
I see what's going on here. It's all been leading up to this, hasn't it? Your confession. It was all an elaborate stunt to set me up. You want to undermine my credibility? Fine. It doesn't eliminate the mountain of evidence stacked against you. All I want is justice for the people of Mondstadt.
Order in the court! I've been stationed on Dragonspine all these years because that is where the suspect of my research lies, the dragon, Durin. Several hundred years ago, the Dragon of the East, the Valen, defeated Durin in battle and, with the help from Barbados, sealed his remains on Dragonspine. Durin was created through alchemy, one of the finest specimens of artificial life. As such, death was not a true end for him. His heart still beats and grows more relevant by the day. My imposter on Dragonspine was a failed specimen abandoned in Durin's stomach. Oh, an unsuccessful iteration of the Humulocus project.
Homunculus?
Are you trying to insinuate that I'm some kind of homunculus? Because it looks to me like the artificial one is standing right there. Some kind of imposter you dragged in from Dragonspine. So this is what I look like when I fly off the handle. You know, they say imitation is the best form of flattery, but your impersonation has overstayed its welcome. Master Jean, what are you waiting for? We've known each other for so long. You recognize the real me, don't you?
The two of you look identical, but judging based on demure, the new revival actually seems more like the Herda I know.
That means nothing! By that logic, I could just as easily accuse the Albedo in this room of being an imposter! How do we know he isn't the fake one? A cold-blooded killer who replaced the real Albedo long ago! Then, how about something only the real Hertha would know? The longest scar on my body. The knights who fought alongside me that day should remember where it is.
I remember. Let's hear your answer.
I'd like to hear Miles' answer first.
Huh?
You don't know? Or you don't remember? I heard you've been acting strange these days. Disoriented? Confused? You were closer to me than anyone during that battle. And yet you don't remember a thing. Strange indeed.
No, my head. It hurts.
The scar is right here.
Why the nerves? I can't imagine this comes as a surprise. Unless your informant of the Knights of Vonius failed to mention the scar on Herda's left arm.
Albedo has done a lot of research into beings like you. If you deny it, then show us your arm.
No need to panic. You can just add it now. You excel at changing your appearance, don't you? Or should I say, all spawns of Durin's life force have that ability. A powerful life force and appearance you can change at will. Yet here you stand, formless one, paralyzed to act, because you're worried using that power could affect your accomplices. Then Miles must be one of them. There are others too. Most of them being under the influence of Durin's life force have gathered here, and yet their presence is what improves her from taking action. Once you intend to transform, all who surround you will be affected by your power. You can't control it, because in this network of living beings, you serve as the core.
Show us your arm.
Oh my good lord.
Ugh! Have it your way!
Whoa!
Come on, let's go!
What? Huh?
Hey, they're shielding the imposter!
She's trying to get away. Stop her. Don't let anyone stand in your way.
There are others trying to get in! Must be more people under her control!
Time to get moving, everyone.
Whoa! She just leaped across the room!
After her!
Oh my god. Intense battle. It's time. All units move out. Third company, keep on the imposter's trail. We finally have a chance to talk. But before I explain the events of the past few days, I'd like to make a few things clear. First, I never killed any of my fellow citizens, and I never used human remains as part of an alchemic experiment. Second, the events of the past few days were all part of a plan. Most of the members of our order were in on it, as for the witness, Master Diluc picked up on the situation long before today's proceeding. Wow, That's quite an involved plan. Indeed. Follow me. Dang, they were planning this the whole time? Dang, okay. What are you guys doing here? What?
What? How are there monsters in the city?
They are all monsters from Dragonspine, and attack is imminent, but fret not. We've been preparing for this. We've been monitoring the resurgence of Dune's life force, its festering nature agitated these monsters. We knew it was only a matter of time before they advanced on Mondstadt, and so we made preparations for an inevitable battle. I was hoping you two could join me and provide this battle to come.
Of course. Where's our first stop?
The top of the city wall. Okay then. Oh my god. Top of the city wall? Oh, hello.
Master Jean, headquarters should be secure for now. We responded in time and had enough manpower. We can even spare some for mobile support across the region.
Good. Our intel suggests that the monsters from Dragonspine could be disguised as Mondstadt citizens, so be sure to exercise caution. Oh, and my division revealed there are also regular people under the influence of some strange power. Not all of them are monsters. Yes, so for those people, the aim is to subdue, not harm. Before you attack, make sure to figure out what you're dealing
Understood.
with. I hear attacks. Am I getting hit? Oh no, that was something else. Okay. Oh, over there. Alright. You said top of the city wall, so... Oh, cut. You know what? Fine.
Captain Albedo, honorary knight, and your floating companion.
Some of the people around here are acting strange. Be careful.
Thanks for the help. I don't think we could have managed that on our own.
I hope everyone's alright. We really appreciate the help.
Alright, what's over here? Oh, Venti.
Hey, Venti!
Shoot, someone's coming. Help me, please! Someone help me!
What's with the freak out? It's just that.
Ah, perfect. I can drop the act. Sorry, I thought you were regular citizens.
It's about time. I think we can proceed as planned.
I agree. Although, it's been a while since I dealt with something this big. Oh, it's gonna be pretty exhausting.
Don't worry, I'll treat you to a drink for your trouble.
Just what I wanted to hear.
Oh my lord.
So, these two know the other's identity then?
People can make new friends when we're not here, you know.
Monsters started surging in from Dragonspine during the trial. They soon became agitated, likely in response to the core coming under pressure. Still, I never expected those monsters to have become this advanced.
The power of evolution cannot be underestimated, especially considering the fact that Durin absorbed the previous imposter.
Wait, so what about the map? And the missing bodies?
What the witnesses saw was true. I did hide those bodies. As I monitored the situation on Dragonspine, I noticed that many who ventured there came back different. They were under the influence of Durin's power, but the less fortunate ones had already been devoured by monsters and then assumed their appearance to infiltrate the city. Most of those who were replaced had no close relatives, so when their behavior changed, there was no one to notice. The monsters used their disguise to get close to people. I eliminated two who attempted to attack.
What about the remains Diluc found? Did they belong to one of the victims?
Yes, the monsters slowly digested their victims. Sometimes they even left behind body parts to aid the transformation. All that remained of the first victim was a few strands of hairs, and the second some teeth and
The
bone.
only bodies Albedo destroyed were the monster's mimic forms. Then he buried whatever remained of the victims to put them to rest.
Well, someone had to do it. Besides, I managed to gather some valuable data on the preservation of bodies. After we defeated the doppelganger and Wamphal on Dragonspine, we promised to tell each other a story, remember? You told me the story of a gardener, I remember. I'm glad that you remember what I told you about Subject 2. In his pursuit to replace Subject 1, he transformed a Wobbuffalo into Subject 3. So there was another imposter on Dragonspine that day? Yes, that would be Subject 2. I confronted him and buried his body on Dragonspine, so you see, at one point there was something hidden in that hole you found. But Duran is becoming more revitalized by the day. Under the influence of his power, the monsters dug up Subject 2's body and returned it to Duran's stomach. Duran absorbed the failed creation along with his knowledge and way of thinking. Ever since then, all creatures spawned from his power had the ability to transform their appearance. Humans who venture into Dragonspine for too long are also bound to fall under Duran's influence, but those effects don't show themselves right away, and the extent of which a person has been affected is hard to perceive.
You saw it for yourself, didn't you? All the people acting strange? Those are the same people who just tried to break into the Knights of Favonius headquarters.
Oh.
Duran's power remained dormant within them until, finally, it surged to the surface and seized control.
That was also our goal. If we could force a situation where the imposter had no choice but to unleash their power, all those under its influence would become violent, and thus we would know who was affected.
Wait, so what do we do? We can't go around hurting innocent people!
That's why I'm here. It would make me look bad if I just lazed around after promising to help.
We will use the power of animal to restrain them for now. That should give the knights a chance to subdue them without harm. A specialized team will deal with them later. Alright, that's the long and short of the situation. It's time to activate that thing,
yes.
Right?
So, if there are little secrets other people shouldn't know, my identity, for example, keep it to yourself, okay? Alright, this should do it.
Windio. That's a lot of wind currents.
Wind currents? Paimon's never seen this many!
There should now be wind currents across the whole city. Everyone, can you hear me? Loud and clear. All units, what's your status?
All good. We have enough manpower to provide support. Requesting assistance at the side gate. Heading over now.
Whoa! It's long-distance wind communication! How is that even possible?
It's all thanks to Lord Barbados. With this blessing, we will succeed in defending our city.
Actually, if you face away from the current and whisper like this, no one can hear you.
No wonder you're crouching down there like you have something to hide.
You didn't have to broadcast that.
Huh? That voice. Venti? Is that you?
Oops.
Oh, you know, just a wandering bard calling for help. Thank goodness the Traveler, Paimon, and Albedo found me. Got me out of a tough spot.
Right. Now that you're okay, we should check on the status on the other areas.
Thanks, friend. May the Animo Archon protect you. I've got things covered here.
I see. Alrighty then. I don't like being in the middle like this, especially on a bridge. Oh, look who it is. Get back! Oh, God. Phew, that was a close one. I suppose. Thanks, this is an order, Master Duke. I appreciate the help. No need. I didn't intervene to save you. It was for my own convenience. You were in my way. Oh well, let me get off your hair then. I suppose we could work together, but you would just melt my eyes anyway. Suit yourself. Alright, tell me. When did you notice something was off? The first trial. Because of the fake Herta? No, because of you. Me? What did I do? My defense wasn't passionate enough? No, you weren't nervous enough. Tell me then, Master Duke, when did you think I actually get nervous? I suppose we'll see, won't we? Monsters incoming. Heh, on second thought, best not to think about it. Oh, damn. Okay.
Cool it. Don't get frostbite.
Oh, damn, this. Oh, what the? You know what? This works for me. Oh, god damn it. Oh my god.
Oh, so sorry. Dodge this. Verdict is.
Hello. Oh, what? Come on, man.
Burn.
Oh, damn. How did I still get hit by that?
Verdict is. Freeze. This moment will be frozen.
Okay, there we go.
They're over there! Dilu, Kaya!
You had time to make it out here. I'm guessing the other areas are secured?
What? We can't be here because we care?
Maybe this was just the closest spot to the city gate? Maintaining control over the main road means maintaining control over the battle as a whole. You made the right choice.
So what's the status over here?
All under control, don't worry. My trusty civilian volunteer and I have this area covered. I think you mean the man who held the title of cavalry captain before you? We don't have to bring that up. Well, keep up the good work. We'll go check on the status of the other locations. Good luck. Oh, and I want to thank you for what you said in court. If I'm not mistaken, you were on my side by the end. Believe me, he had his suspicions since the first trial. I suppose it just didn't feel right to believe that someone who helped me in the past could be a cold-blooded killer.
Aw, that's so sweet!
Thank you for trusting me and for choosing to fight alongside us. As for you, Kaya, good work as always. We'll see you soon. Of course, stay safe. Let's go. Oh my good. Official! Oz! Barbara, Rosaria. Okay. Alright. Let's go then. Oh. Get close to injured knights of opponents and use Barbara's elemental skill to heal them. Oh, okay.
Let the show begin. Hi. Huh. Huh.
Get healed by slaps, I guess. Get healed by slaps. Oh, this is so weird. I need to wait for the cooldown. Oh, god damn it.
I'll protect us.
Get healed by slaps, I guess. Oh, come on, Barbara. Alright, there we go. Alrighty. Alright, you should be on the mend.
Thank you so much, Miss Barbara. Things are still quite chaotic outside. It's best if you all remain inside the cathedral for now.
You're not rushing back out in the front line, are you? You're still injured.
Don't worry, Miss Barbara. I'll try not to put myself in harm's way. I can help with the logistics from the back.
Well, maybe we can give you a hand. As you said, the situation outside is chaotic. Injured parties should not be left unattended. There are others here who need to get back to the front line, so I'll escort you all myself.
Of course. Thank you, Miss Rosaria.
Just doing my job. I'll leave the cathedral to you then, Barbara. You can count on me. I don't really know how all of this started, but I do know that Jean and the others have been preparing for this for a really long time. So I think everything will be alright. No, it has to be. Did I catch you at a bad time, Barbara? No, not at all. Did you need something? Just wanted to tell you that over the next few days, a lot of things are going to happen in Mondstadt, attacks and fighting, so I need you to take care of yourself. Huh? How do you know? Albedo warned us in advance. It has something to do with Dragonspine, and he's our authority on that region, so we should take him on at his word. Dragonspine, huh? So the city is going to be in danger? Yes, but the Knights of Vonis will do whatever we can to protect the people. But then, who will protect you? Don't worry, I'll look out for myself, I promise. Please let them be okay out there. Sister Barbara, would you lend me a hand? Of course, coming. Noelle, hello. Bennett? They're here. Prepare for battle. On guard, everyone. Incoming monsters at 11 o'clock. Looks like we've got 25 Healer Trolls, 2 Blazing Axe Middle Trolls, and a bunch of different slimes. Prepare elemental countermeasures. Roger that. Yeah, that's crazy. Oh. What? There we go, do it.
Engaging.
Wait. Okay, that's taken care of.
Go, go, Baron Bunny!
Get the feet. You.
No one escapes my sight! Leave the wounded to me! Bet you can't keep up with...
Oh my god, the
Providing
screen.
cover fire! Hey! Go, go, Baron Bunny!
Oh, I missed. I keep missing. Alright, there we go.
All units are now in position.
Hertha! Ah, jeez, your voice scared me just now.
What? Still caught up in the imposter incident? I thought you knew about the plan.
Well, after you up and disappeared one day, all Master Jean told me was that you'd be gone for a while on an important mission, and that it'd be better if people thought you were dead.
Oh my god.
And then, what do you know? Someone who looks exactly like you appears out of nowhere 2 days later. If Master Jean hadn't told me about your mission, I would have fallen for it hook, line, and sinker.
Yeah, that's quite a scary thought. I get chills thinking about it. A monster replaces someone close to you, and you're none the wiser. Don't worry. Once this is over, these monsters won't be a threat to us again. Albedo, are you okay? The trial wasn't too hard for you, was it? I'm sorry I couldn't be there. I was so worried. Same here. I thought it was all real at one point. I was in complete shock. So you didn't know, Amber. Then it seems Eula did an excellent job at keeping the situation under wraps. And no need to worry, you two. I am not worse for wear. That sounds like Eula, right? She's like an impenetrable wall, that one. You're not getting a secret out of her.
Yeah, for sure. She's someone you can really count on.
Wait, so how did you decide Hertha should disappear again? After all this fighting, I can't seem to get it straight.
It was Kai's suggestion. He said the plan worked best with someone well known and reachable without being too high profile. Naturally, Miss Hertha was the perfect choice. We needed to leave a hole in our organization, so she came up with the idea that she would disappear. So the X explains the rumor that someone had fallen during a mission. Of course it didn't take long for that to get resolved. No, because the imposter fell right into our trap. It was all part of the plan. First, we spread the rumor that Herta was missing in action after some kind of incident. The news came from Kaya and Herta's direct subordinates, which was important because we needed it to be credible. The imposter saw the gap in our ranks and couldn't help but take the bait. It didn't take long for the fake Herta to appear in the next patrol route, claiming to have survived her mission.
When did that happen?
Over 6 months ago.
Huh? That long?
Whoa, so this has been a long time in the making.
Damn. Yes, and our enemy was more malicious than we expected. Monsters have been searching for Herta's body in order to protect the importer's identity, which is a way more advanced way of thinking than Subject 2. So we had to wait long enough to convince the fake Herta that she had our trust. Furthermore, we needed to give her time to gather evidence against me and convince herself she had enough to strike.
But how did the Knight's internal information even reach Durin and his monsters?
There's an informant among our ranks.
Don't worry, Barbados already tracked her down. She doesn't have his blessing, so she can hear what we're talking about right now.
Honestly, this whole situation almost gave Paimon a heart attack. All those awful accusations in the first trial, and you couldn't even defend yourself!
That's crazy. It was to be expected. I couldn't just reveal the truth. It had to be at the right moment, or it would have given the imposter even more fuel to use against me. She would have demanded to know how I knew about Dragonspine and the monsters in disguise, and if my true identity got out, the public trust in me would be gone. It was a trap, you see. Argue back and expose my origins, keep my mouth shut, and be seen as a murderer. Credit where credit's due. It was well thought out.
Yeah, thank goodness we were able to back her into a corner.
Indeed, and I have you to thank for that, Traveler. You probably don't know it, but you've been part of the plan since the beginning. Me? But I even know there was a plan! And for that, you have my sincere apologies. I know I kept you in the dark, but I had a reason. This might not sound intuitive, but I did it to make the plan even stronger. From the beginning, I knew I had to leave letters in my office for a fair and independent reader to discover, someone willing to seek the truth. Naturally, I thought of you. I knew you would return for Windbloom. I knew you would agree to attend the trial. And I knew your sense of responsibility and justice as an honorary knight would compel you to start your own investigation. The fake Herta, Subject 2, has met you on Dragonstone before. If she thought you had lost faith in me, her confidence might get the best of her. The perfect time for us to strike. Albedo's right. You were part of our plan from the start. I hope you don't take offense at our decision to keeping that from you. Not at all. And please, don't be too hard on Albedo. He was just doing his best to look out for Mondstadt. Enough people were involved in this plan as it was. We had no other choice. The Honorary Knight and Paimon will always be friends of Mondstadt. We will never forget that.
Aww, that means a lot.
In that case, thank you for thinking of me. It was an honor to take part. It is us who should be thanking you, Honorary Knight.
Wait, was that Eula just now? Let's go to the side gate to check it out.
There's more people here. Go to the plaza, go to Angel Share, go to Katsuo, check beneath the windmill. I stepped outside the courtroom and this is the first thing I see. I'm not sure how much more I can take. I'm not brave enough.
I think you should give yourself more credit. You were brave enough to sit through the trial despite the nature of the allegations. That takes strength.
Deacon Dahlia, I didn't see you there.
Apologies. Rosaria asked me to come. With Albedo running around protecting the city, she was worried you might be alone. At a time like this, 2 is much better than 1. So let me help.
Oh, thank you. I didn't think Miss Rosaria even remembered me.
Of course she does. She spent all that time monitoring Albedo. It's only natural that she remembers his most dedicated student.
Oh yeah, so after all this, I doubt Mr. Albedo's identity will be a secret, huh? Not to the higher-ups, at least.
As far as I know, he shared that information with close members of his order long before these events.
Huh?
Perhaps I spoke too soon. You do scare easily.
Sorry. I guess I didn't expect Mr. Lee to just reveal it like that.
I'm sure he felt the time was right. Besides, you know the truth. I know the truth. It doesn't change anything, right?
When Mr. Albedo told me in the library a few days ago, I was pretty shocked, but more than I was amazed.
Not afraid?
No, not afraid. I trust in knowledge and science, and I trust Mr. Albedo as a person. Huh, I just noticed, there aren't any wooden currents around us.
We lucked out on that front. Otherwise, that conversation would have been for the whole city to hear.
Huh? That's how it works? That could have been so embarrassing. Alrighty then, let's head here. Southgate. Lisa and Razor. Oh, hello.
Lupical, it's you.
Gig. Here. He.
Ow. There. Phew. Phew. It's been a while since I unleashed my lightning during Windbloom.
It happened a lot before?
Unleashing lightning on people? No. Once in a while, maybe. It sure feels good to let loose, though. My old professor even wrote to me about that a few days ago. Of course, I made sure to emphasize that I always treat others with kindness. It's only natural for a student to inherit the teacher's ways. After all, and mine was a gentle old man from the Spontamat school. So you see, this time I don't use gentle methods of electrocution. So gentle, you and Jean will have no reason to intervene. I saw those.
Huh. Gentle electrocution.
Oh no. You seem to be in good spirits, Miss Lisa. Ah, well, it's good to move around every once in a while.
Huh. Gentle electrocution.
Oh, well, it's good to move around every once in a while. Okay. Alright, Southgate it is. Here we go. Eula!
It's all my fault. I knew Clea was fast, but disappearing like this? I only lost sight of her for 1 second. How am I going to explain this to Albedo?
Oh god.
Explain what?
Albedo! Traveler! Paimon! What brings you here?
We're providing mobile support across the region. Was there something you need to explain? You can tell me anything, I hope you know that.
Yeah! Plus, we kinda already heard what you said, so...
Just tell us there's nothing to be afraid of.
Clea, she disappeared right under my nose. I'm sorry. I'm doing all I can to find her.
I see. Please don't beat yourself up, please.
Wait! Something's coming this way, and it doesn't look pretty!
Alright, fight first, conversation later. Epic pose moment.
She was right next to me, and the next thing I knew, she ran off somewhere. I swear I only lost sight of her for a second.
Do that. I don't know how to use Eula.
Rack and ruin! Touché!
Oh, what? Clea, what are you doing here?
Feel this ancient power.
Jumpy Dumpty go.
Those
Oh god,
bombs.
that's a lot.
I see what you mean. She is not to be underestimated.
Pretty sure you just attack a bit more. Yep. Charging that up. There we go. Alright. We won! Great work, Clea. I'll be counting on you to protect you next time too.
Albedo, you can't be serious.
No problem. Just leave it to Clea. You're going patrol, Mr. Albedo? Clea heard you went camping for a few days, and these monsters followed you back home.
Camping. Ah, right. The truth isn't suitable for little ears.
That's right, so I need to report back to Master Jean to settle my expenses. If you have some time, I'm sure Eula will be grateful if you escort her back to headquarters as well.
Of course. I place myself in your capable hands, Spark Knight.
It will be an honor. Clea will do her best. Okay, return to the center of what's there. That should be it for now. Good work, everyone. How will we fare injury-wise? Good. Our preparations paid off. Injuries are few and far between. I have the full record here. Wonderful. I'll reveal it in a bit.
We're back!
Everyone alright?
Amber?
Yep, right as rain. We're back. Think that Miss Yuna safe the whole way. That's amazing, Clee. Yuna was lucky to have you. Looks like we're still missing a few. Reporting back, Master G. Mission complete. Good to have you back safe and sound. And great work, everyone. This operation could not have happened without you all. Where's D-Luke? Your leadership is what made it possible, Master G. It's been a busy few days. You should take a well-deserved break. I will, but I believe you deserve one most of all. My work isn't finished, I'm afraid. I have a few loose ends to tie up. Loose ends. Ah, yes, of course. We can talk about it back at headquarters. Traveler and Paimon should be there too. Alright, everyone who has finished their work should head back to their quarters on or to the church to get some rest. Wanna come with us, Clee? We can drink some tea and eat some freshly baked moon pies. Yes, yes! Alrighty then.
Hi, everyone.
Hello, Venti. Venti, thank you for everything. I know there was difficult moments along the way.
Oh, well, wait. Does that mean you saw me running for my life?
Oh. No apologies, just forget I said anything.
Just kidding. But you're right. It was tough out there. I almost lost my hat to the wind several times.
God. Any notable information on the wind?
Of course. I was out on the city wall for quite some time. I heard all sorts of things. As for something notable, well, I picked up on anxious voices and a child's anger.
Duran has been isolated for centuries, but absorbing subjects to emotions allowed him to understand certain truths about this world and its existence, including the fact that he's no longer Mother's only child, or her most perfect creation. Is obvious he found that fact difficult to accept. The emotions he felt in response were quite genuine and I dare say human. If I eliminate the perfect creation, I will be the only child Mother needs. This mindset arose out of Duran's instinct to compete and survive, and came to dominate all those around him. Of course, the absorption of Subject 2's knowledge allowed him to take a more intelligent approach, accusing me of murder. In the end, however, Duran still lacks sufficient social intelligence. The fact that his army even got this far is a miracle.
Oh, no wonder Venti sensed a child's anger through the wind.
Yep, that was Duran.
That same feeling. It's close.
Wait, what? Huh? Miss Sonia, here to make a report?
Oh, nothing much to report, actually.
Is that so? During the battle, we were talking about your transfer to the 7th Company. You were in charge of patrols on the post-battle regiments this time. How did everything go?
No problems.
I see. If you don't mind me asking, why did you just come from that direction, and why are you alone? Did you think we were still meeting at the side gate? There was a change of plans. We sent a message over the wind in the last few minutes of the battle. There were a lot of changes during the operation, but I imagine you missed those as well, because you're under Duran's influence, and you have been since your trip to Dragonspine over 6 months ago. And there she goes. Never mind. Don't move. Let's continue the discussion back at headquarters. Don't be scared. I'll figure out a way to free you from his power soon. Damn. Alright. Restless as a child. Oh my. Okay. Alright, the leaders are looking after Fiona. Please tell me you can help her. I can, as long as the rest of the operation goes well.
Wait, the operation isn't over. What do we do now?
What happened next is more of a personal project. I've consulted Venti about the possibility of calling a tripartite partial conference? Ah yes, there's a relatively new tradition. Grandmaster Vaka came up with the idea a few years
I
ago.
still remember when he approached me about asking the lovely ladies of the Hexen Circle for a small favor. The chumminess caught me off guard. If I hadn't known any different, I'd have thought he was talking about his older sisters or something.
Older sisters? Is Varka really young or something?
I wouldn't exactly call him young, but he's not old either.
Huh. He's the type to crack jokes at every opportunity, so whatever age that is. Indeed. Anyway, the Tri-Half-Full Conference is a gathering of three parties, the Hexen Circle, the Animal Archon, and the joint forces of the Knights and Church of Favonius. Oh, damn. Oh! Lord Barbados was able to facilitate a meeting between Varka and the mages. Damn, that looks good. That looks good. Varka has quite a way with words, so he was able to gain their favor and convince them to agree to a very important request. Namely, that in Mondstadt's greatest time of need, the mages will return and lend their aid to our nation. Yes, and now I have requests of my own, so I need the conference to convene once again. Venti, if you would.
Of course! Traveler, pass me the Dodo communication device.
Huh? You're gonna use that thing to call them?
Just watch and learn. Okay, I think this should do it.
What's that ringing? Is it the wind or something?
Huh?
Hold on, that's not the right voice.
Vaka? Is that supposed to be... Who are you?
Wait. Barbados?
Varka?
Varka? That's his voice? Grandmaster?
Oops, wrong contact. Sorry, Varka, you're probably busy right now.
But considering I'm surrounded on both sides with a group on my tail looking to turn me into mincemeat, yeah, I'd say so.
Ah, yes. Well, have fun with that. We can talk some other time.
All right, pass along my regards. Oh, and I still owe you for those drinks, don't I? Just take it from my stash. I keep it in...
Oh my god.
Hey! He was just about to tell us where to find his secret stash!
Don't tell me he hid beneath the great tree of Windrise. That seems like a bit much.
Hello? Who is this?
Greetings, Miss Alice. It's Venti.
Hello, Alice.
Venti? Nope, it doesn't ring a bell.
You're really gonna tease me like this? Fine. It's Barbados.
Apologies, just a bit of fun. What can I do for you, dear Barbados?
You still remember the tripartite conference, right? I'm calling on behalf of a friend. He's asking for a meeting.
Oh? And which brave soul is it this time?
It's me, Aunt Alice.
Albedo, captain of the Knights of Favonius investigation team, requests a formal meeting with the Hexen Circle.
And what is your wish, dear Albedo?
I want to accomplish something unprecedented.
How unprecedented? Something even your mother Rhine-daughter never accomplished?
Oh. In terms of technique, no, but in terms of location and material, yes.
Okay, that makes no sense.
Absolutely no sense.
You've piqued my interest. I'll be right there.
Wait, what? By right, where here, as in this office?
Hello again, everyone.
Alice! Okay. Hello, Alice. I see you turned yourself into a giant Dodoko.
Darling, isn't it? It even has its own hat.
Oh my.
Wow, the attention to detail.
Pleasure to see you all again. It's been a while.
Hello, Alice.
On behalf of the Hexen Circle, I hereby grant Albedo's request. I'm guessing you still need to prepare? take your time. Just come find me at the long table when you're ready.
Aw, that's nice of you.
Huh, I suppose it's just my nature, darling.
Oh my gosh. Thank you, Aunt Alice. Before we set out, there's someone you need to meet. Head to my office. He's waiting for you there. Who? Who exactly? Before we set out, there's someone you need to meet. Okay. Head to my office. He's waiting for you there. Alright. Same thing. How about you two? You did so much for us this time, Lord Barbatos. I don't even know how to thank you.
Don't thank me at all, please. It makes it seem like I'm useless the rest of the time.
You know, that's not what I meant. An Archon has their own calculations. Who am I to question their wisdom?
Okay, now you give me too much credit. I admit I'm not the most, proactive Archon. You have your own hard work to thank for this result. Oh, and our friends the Honorary Knight in Paimon, of course. Ah, worried about Albedo's plan?
I can't help it. I have a full confidence in his ability. It's just that an instinctual response? Is that how you pronounce it? I don't know. But in the end, if he sets his mind on something, I know he will succeed. I trust him.
That's good to hear.
Alrighty then. Let's head to this man's office. Who the heck are we going to meet?
Hey, have you ever wondered why Albedo always keeps his office closed? Paimon bets there's a secret snack stash hidden around here somewhere.
What? Durin! Hey, not so loud!
Mini Durin? What are you doing here?
Well, actually, I kind of been helping you guys in secret this whole time. I tried tapping Paimon on the shoulder during the battle, but you floated away too fast. You were there? Yeah, I've been a monster for a few days now, but I've kept myself out of sight. I thought people might be scared of me.
Oh, don't worry. We aren't scared of you.
Hello, Mini Durin. Thanks.
So, what brings you here? Oh, is it Windbloom? There are a ton of fun games this time of year.
I did sneak off to the festival for a bit, even though I couldn't play the games because of all the people. I still had a lot of fun. That's not why I'm here. Albedo and I made a promise to accomplish something greater together.
What do you mean?
I'm gonna replace the Durin on Dragon's Spine. I'm going to be the one who is revived and brought into this world.
Wait, didn't that already happen? You left the storybook world, and now you're here.
Sorry, I should be more specific. Albedo said he could use alchemy to turn me into a human.
What?
Huh? Human transmutation, so you're Albedo's intended subject. Yeah, he's been working on it for a long time.
And that's what you want, Mini Durin? To become human?
I don't know if want is the right word. I don't even know if there's a right answer to in a situation like this. Oh, but I do know this. I have just as much of a right to this name. I don't want to lose to the other Durin. Becoming human isn't as simple as just changing form. I know, Albedo talks to me about that. He said that Durin on Dragonfly is a lot more aggressive and primitive, almost like a beast. But Mom created me in a storybook. The pure parts of me can balance out the evil parts of him. If I'm honest, I don't know what that will look like if I can still be me once I become one with the part of him. Maybe without a complete soul, there was never really a me, but to begin with. Milo said these kinds of questions are normal. We're all trying to figure out who we are. But I'm not afraid of change. I want my life to have meaning, and suppressing an evil dragon, becoming human, both sound pretty meaningful to me. So don't worry, no one's forcing me to make this choice.
Well, turning you into a human sounds like a huge project. No wonder Albedo wants to get the mage's approval.
Yeah, I'm really grateful to him. We're kind of in the same boat, you know? Albedo told me he's the Kinderspritz, a synthetic human, and if this works, I'll be one too. We will be the only two of our kind in the whole world. Alchemical creations allowed to live in human form. If all living things are grouped together by species, and there's only one other person like me, so I guess that makes us family.
Definitely! You've just gotta trust one another! Actually, while we're on the subject, does your friend Hack Guy know about this?
Yeah, I told him I was coming here to fill this duty. He didn't try to stop me, he just told me to get a move on then. He didn't say it outright, but I think he supports my decision. Maybe he even thinks it's a good idea to go through with this. I'm a little scared, of course, but excited too. Anyway, I'm really glad I got to talk to you at a time like this. I feel a lot better now, so thanks. You're welcome, Biddy Durin. Absolutely. Oh my god. Oh my god, you're so big. Holy. I'm feeling a little nervous, but I'm also kind of excited. It's a strange feeling. I've never felt anything like it. But don't worry, I can cope. I gotta do my best to stay in a good frame of mind so the Albedo's plan can succeed. Alrighty, BD Durin, we'll see you later then.
Welcome, one and all. Please sit wherever you like.
So, no unspoken rules to be aware of? I don't want to unwittingly park myself down on some important lady's chair.
I highly doubt anyone's going to mind where you sit, Lord Barbados. But thank you for being so considerate. Jean didn't fancy tagging along?
A lot happened in the city today. If she left, there really would be no one around to lead the Knights of Favonius.
All right, never mind. I was just hoping to treat her to some tea. So, tell me, Albedo, what is this outrageous and audacious plan of yours that I've been hearing murmurings about?
I'll get right to the point. I intend to kill the evil Durin in Dragonspire.
Oh?
Oh? And I also like to request some alchemical regens from the Hexen Circle?
Which ones? I'm all ears.
First would be the flesh of that immortal monster from the Mare Javari. Huh? Immortal.
Interesting. What else?
The other is a portion of the embryo left by my mother, granddaughter.
Ah, the raw material from which she created her monsters in the past. There's not much of it left. Dragon blood, monster flesh, and embryo. Sounds to me like a formula for creating life.
Correct. Durin's heart has continued to beat ever since the day he died. That means it's just a matter of time before he eventually returns. It could be centuries away or millennia, but that day will come. I spent years investigating Dragon's mind, so I'm well aware of the danger he poses. He has already posed a considerable threat to Mondstadt at less than half of his original strength. There's no telling how dire the consequences could be if he ever regained his full life force. Hence, if we want to be free of the dangers posed by his blood and limitless vitality, we must find a way to eliminate Durin entirely. Unfortunately, Durin is a special entity. Even after death, he could reawaken at any moment. So the solution is to kill him and then resurrect him in a different form. Upon resurrection, he will no longer be the creature he once was. In fact, he will no longer be a monster at all, because I intended to transform him into a human-like being. During the summer, Klee and I visited a fairy tale world called Simulenga. It was created by mages from the Hexen Circle, so I'm sure you know of it.
Of course! It was even the home of one of M's children, the other Oh, I see.
It was during that journey that I learned with certainty that Ruin would return to life one day. That experience inspired me. I met the pure soul M had created, and I knew if I wanted to change Durin's fate, he could be the key. To that end, I devised an alchemical model for the transmutation. The soul will come from the fairy tale dragon of Simulenga, the blood from the original dragon's heart, and the monster remnants from the Mare Javari and the embryo mother left behind will form the flesh. The corrosive nature of the dragon venom and the heightened vitality of the monster remnants will offset each other, keeping the constructed body in perfect balance. A powerful side effect can be triggered when festering forces and life energy collide. In an alchemic setting, the results are sure to be nothing short of astounding.
The glint in your eye when you talk about these ideas. You really are your mother's child.
Do you see that as a bad thing, Aunt Alice?
Of course not. To me, you're both extraordinary individuals. I find you fascinating. In any case, now I see why you asked Venti for help. The raw materials you seek are extremely valuable. The misuse of even the tiniest amount could cause unimaginable chaos.
What?
That said, we're happy to give you what you need. But there is one condition. You need to prove you can wield them. And so, you must pass the Hexenzirkel's trial.
Hexenzirkel's trial? I understand. I figured something like this might happen. That's why I asked Traveler to come along. Wait, I'm joining you in this thing? You're not even gonna try to talk me into it? Well, you need convincing. I thought you wanted to keep an eye on me. Who knows what sort of outstanding things I might attempt with someone keep me in check. Fine. I'm not arguing with that.
So you know our tricks, huh?
Aunt Alice has always loved a spectacle and chance to witness friends come all together to support one another.
Well, success means little if you have no one to celebrate it with, no? Although, I'm afraid dear Paimon will have to sit this one out.
What? Why?
The Hexenzirkel trials are no walk in the park, my dear. Besides, I already decided on the structure. There's only room for 2 participants, I'm afraid. No more, no less. You understand, don't you, Paimon? Oh, don't be too angry with your dear aunt.
Okay. You can turn off the charm. Paimon will stay behind.
Thank you for being so understanding. Then, whenever you two are ready, interact with the chessboard on the table. It will guide you through the trial.
Then let me make a formal request. Will you go through the trial with me? Of course. Let's do this. Are you ready, Traveler? Just about.
Then, my dear children, get ready for a taste of the Dodo King's magic.
What? Oh dear. Dodo King's magic! Whoa! Ah! Or small. Small Dio. Small. It's certainly in keeping with Hexenzirkel modularities. Oh my god, Alice, you're huge! Alice is huge. Oh my gosh. We've been shrunken down to chess piece size.
Whoa, you're so tiny now! Take extra care of yourselves, okay?
What is it? Nothing, it's just Pyro's voice is even louder than usual now. I'm this size. She's always so energetic and lively. Nothing can dampen her spirits. Don't worry, you'll be back with her again in no time.
You sound pretty confident, Albedo.
Oh my god, the echo! Aunt Alice, I didn't realize you'd be personally conducting this trial.
Well, since your mother has to recuse herself, who better than I to put your abilities to the test? I have prepared quite a riveting new performance just for you two. See? Defeat them in battle. Prove to me that you have what it takes to achieve your goal. Swashbuckle your way to victory like gallant fairy tale heroes.
Swashbuckle? Okay then. What? Oh dear.
Spring forth!
One second.
Feel this ancient power. Coming to be.
Oh, what?
One spur's time is far too slow. Ramming speed!
Hello, come here.
Moment of birth.
More
Alright, there we go. Last one.
Surrender!
Alrighty.
Through me, justice is served.
Moment of birth.
Alright.
Ugh, it had to be this form? A toy really doesn't suit me.
This doesn't seem
Well
like Alice.
done. But this isn't over.
Who
I
are
will
you?
now preside over the second trial. Stare straight ahead, and you will see things as they appear. But change your perspective, and you will see them as they are.
What? Oh my god. You okay? Yep, I'm okay. Oh damn. Holy, it's quite decent.
The trial awaits.
Damn, okay. Alright then,
Only by turning the world on its head can we see its true colors. So, it begs the question, what do you see on the other side of this chessboard? Pawns earned true freedom the moment they gained legs with which to run. So, in the spirit of Rhine-Daughter, I prepared a little surprise for you. No need to thank me, of course. Just a small gesture of kindness from me, Barbalon. Just ceremony.
well, I can't do that, so...
Oh, Albedo, you're always so charming and delightful. Unlike my own student. She can be so full of herself.
Burst forth! Feel this ancient power! Moments of birth!
There we go. Very nice.
Yes, very well done.
We did it.
Oh, they've grown up so fast. I'm so proud.
Really? Well then, I'll leave you to debrief the others about today's events.
Huh? You're leaving already?
You did marvelously today. I'm thrilled for both of you. And should you feel the need to gloat profusely to that student of mine so she knows to up her game, be my guest.
Oh, your bonus teacher!
Lovely tea party. But that'll do me for now. Until next time, my dearies.
She's bonus. No, clicks. Damn it!
You're just going to up and leave? Barbie?
Barbie?
You'll have to forgive Barbalov. She's always on the move. And she never says where she's going either. I think she enjoys the mystique. But if I had to guess, she's probably going for a walk. She's a very health-conscious individual.
Really?
Barbie was satisfied with your victory. And so am I. Congratulations to you both.
That's crazy. I forgot. I was wondering who she's talking to, but apparently it's bonus. She's bonus teacher.
You can come back now. Oh, whoops. I need to turn you back to normal first, don't I?
You're finally back! Great job! You made it all look so easy!
Totally did not die a few times.
Nice to have you back safe and sound. Now time to relax and switch off. You've earned it.
Thank you. Oh, that was me saying thank you as well. So you said it at the same time. Felt pretty good to beat the trial. Once you've rested out, let me know when you're free and we'll head to Dragonspine.
To deal with the dragon of Dragonspine, right?
Indeed. The sooner we deal with Durin, the better. Alright then. Alice?
Nice to have you back safe and sound. Now time to relax and switch off. You've earned it.
Thank you very much, Alice. Sino is currently dead.
Yep, this place is as freezing as ever. Paimon's hands are turning to ice.
Want to climb into my hood?
You sure? Is it warm in there?
It should take the edge off and it might improve your mood, but okay, I can't even say it. Thanks. Alright, we're here. You're right. Sorry, Parman. I have to get to work now.
Still beating away after all this time.
Leave it to me. You two, stay on your guard.
May Paimon ask a question?
You may?
Who is Durin to you? Do you think of him as one of your kind? And is he a dragon, person, animal, or monster?
For an alchemical perspective, we're both artificial creations, but biologically speaking, we have no relation whatsoever. So to say we are kin would be categorically incorrect.
Sounds like you prefer humans to dragons then.
It's not much a matter of preference rather, as things stand. I would say I belong to the class of human. Albeit a unique category thereof. But then again, most forms of life in this world possess some unique traits. I am perhaps the most unique among humans, in that I'm the only one of my kind. But soon there will be another just like me. Amusing this alchemic project proves successful. I believe Mini Durin already told you of his intent to replace the Durin of Dragonspine. After my conversation with him, he also expressed a strong interest in becoming human. It's a fascinating prospect, not to mention an extremely challenging one. But I understand why he came to that decision. Do you see this as an act of creation? Well, understood in the broader sense, this project deals with both the past and future, and stands to profoundly impact many lives. That primarily is what makes it worthwhile. Helping Mini Durin become who he wants to be in a secondary consideration, though still a meaningful one. By contrast, my personal motivations are nothing so grand and meaningful. I'm just pursuing something I believe in. In my view, to cultivate life which the world cannot generate, and Dologous is to cultivate the world itself. Whatever aids life in attaining a greater level of perfection improves the world by doing so. It is not a question of whether this ought to be done or not, merely whether I wish to. The alchemical enterprise is concerned with the big word comprehending all forms of knowledge. That is the path I walk. Of course, that's not to say that this is just a scientist referring to me. Anything that affects Mondstadt, I approach first and foremost as a member of the Knights of Favonius. Does that answer your question satisfactorily? Well enough. Thank you. Oh. Finished. Oh my god. The heartbeat.
Looks like a golden energy has encased the dragon's heart.
The whole heart would be too big. I don't need that much. Instead, I've just removed the core. The rest will soon lose its vitality completely. This time, Durin's body should finally die for good.
Wait, but in that case, what's gonna happen to the fake Hertha? And what about the people who fell under Durin's influence?
The Knights will keep an eye on them, but as far as I'm concerned, eliminating Durin's influence on the citizenry and creating a new Durin through alchemy are one and the same thing. Armed with this heart, I'll be able to complete the alchemy array and deal with all these issues in one go. Let's call it a day here. Thank you for accompanying me.
Pleasure! We sure learned a lot.
Mondstadt's a lively place during the Windbloom Festival. You should take a look around and pick out some nice souvenirs for yourselves.
Oh yeah, the festival! Wonder who the Windbloom Star is gonna be this time. Well, we've been too busy dealing with this situation the entire time. Who else would be free to work during the Windbloom Festival?
I'm sure we'll find out the day off. Find on the day off. Ah, okay. Wait until 2 days later. Again.
The Windbloom Festival is about to begin! Let's go check it out!
As you all know, during this year's Windbloom Festival, the people of Mondstadt have banded together to defeat several waves of monsters that try to invade our city. Accordingly, we would like to award the title of Windbloom Star to someone who made an outstanding contribution to the defense operation. This is someone who may not look like a strong warrior, but those keen insight played a vital role in gaining control over the conflict. His words and songs always have a way of lifting people's spirits, and they were a great support to us all. Let us give a round of applause to our Windbloom this year's Windbloom Star, Venti the Bard!
Wow! Amazing!
Venti! Huh? No way! You're really gonna pick me?
Why not? You're the perfect person for the job.
Alright. Does that mean I get unlimited free drinks at the tavern?
I'm sure they'll be more than happy to support this year's Windbloom Star. If you'd like, you can even take a drink while you give your acceptance speech to the crowd.
In that case, instead of a speech, how about a song? Everyone! The best bard in the land is about to begin his performance, so don't go away! Gather round and lend me your ears!
Okay. Oh, cutscene. So pretty, dude. Exercise the prayer of formation. Passage. Oh my. What? Huh? It worked! Huh?
Albedo, how did everything go?
pretty smoothly, I'd say. We achieved our goal.
Really? So Mini Durin looks like a human now?
Correct. However, his newly formed body is still stabilizing. We should give him some time. Incredible work, Albedo. I graciously accepted the compliment. It really is rather remarkable what we've accomplished.
So, how do you feel right now?
Quite good. I did what I set out to do and achieved a personal goal. I think even she would have made a rare facial expression had she seen it.
She?
My master and mother, Gold, Rhine-daughter. A long time ago, she sent me to Mondstadt with the instruction to complete a task of monumental importance to find the truth of the world. I had a theory about finding the truth of the world. Basically stood for getting a life. That's might be easy for most people, but for someone like me, it meant doing a lot of learning about a lot of things. I had to find out about myself and the world around me, get to know me, and get to know other people. Life is the space that exists between me and the world. To become truly human, I had to inhabit that space. So for an artificial human, finding a life is, in some sense, equivalent to finding the truth of the world.
So that's what she meant, huh? Well, no wonder those monsters wanted to infiltrate the city and replace you. They wanted your life for themselves.
Being alive is just existing, but having a life that makes you truly human, I think that's the message she wanted to get across to me. Still, I found this whole series of events has given me new inspiration. Becoming human is only the beginning. What follows is the choice a human has to make in life, as well as the kinds of family bonds they will form. Most people would probably see the events of the last few days as something out of nightmare, but for me, it's just part of my family life. I feel that the carefree existence my brother has enjoyed this far will now come to an end. Just like me, he will have to step into the world and face the same constraints as everyone else.
You've got an unusual family, that's for sure.
Definitely. Well, I suppose we get it from our mother. She's highly unusual. There are all kinds of families in the world. Some base their life around the family store, others around the farm. In my family, I suppose we tend to the flower beds, and now I'm a gardener too. As long as you feel like you've gained something from the experience. Master never showed her face, but if the Heskin Circle knows what I've done, that means she knows as well and gave her approval. Since devouring Niberius, it would seem she has finally found a modicum of peace? What? And if so, then I'm truly happy for her. She didn't always have a penchant for madness, you know?
Devouring Niberius? What's Niberius?
It's the name of the ruler of Huh?
What?
Nani? Aunt Alice told me about it not too long ago, but it came as no surprise. I knew Master would do it sooner or later. As for the ruler of life, all I know that is this: Niberius is not gone. Instead, because of Master's action, she and Niberius are now one. In any case, thank you so much for your help during this ordeal and for choosing to stand by my side through it all.
Of course, that's what friends are for.
Paimon took the words right out of my mouth. Hearing you say that means more than I can say. I'm sure to pass along the sentiment when I report back to Master Jean.
Oh, so you're heading back to headquarters? Well, good luck with the report!
Thank you. I'll get going. Bye bye now.
Wow, this Windbloom Festival turned out to be a special one. It feels like we really made a difference.
You sure are right, Paimon.
Oh, Paimon almost forgot! If the Windbloom star has already been chosen, what is this year's Windbloom gonna be?
Wanna take a guess?
Venti! You're back!
Well, I couldn't keep my two dear friends in the dark about this year's Windbloom, now could I? What do you think of the Cecilia?
It's quite fitting.
The true feelings of the prodigal son. A sentiment as sweet and warm as a gentle spring breeze. Perfect for the season. Traveler, give me your hand.
Huh?
The mages are very pleased that you and Albedo managed to pass their trial. Albedo received the materials he sought, so you deserve something in return as well.
Oh?
The Hexen Circle wants you to have this. It contains something entirely one of a kind, a secret of sorts. When the time is right, it will reveal itself to you. So no need to open it right away.
What did you give me?
Wow! A gift and a mystery all in one! The mages sure love their secrets, huh?
What did they give me?
According to the sender, you are probably the only person who could make use of something like this. So I suppose it belongs with you.
Alright, thanks.
Ah, well, all I did was deliver it. Although I did go to great lengths during this whole ordeal. I suppose a reward for my efforts wouldn't be out of the question.
Alright, Venti, you can have a beer.
You've helped a lot, Venti. How about we treat you to a drink?
Sure, why not? Let's get a drink.
Really? Oh, I'll hold you to that, you know. No going back on your word.
Of course, Dad! Let's go to the tavern right now!
Music to my ears. Oh, I'm so happy I could fly. Oh, it's like this festival was made for me or something.
'Cause it was, Venti!
When no love remains for the songs to tell, the world becomes naught but an empty shell. Cruel is said fate, cruel it may be, were it not for a hero who could set us all free. Through shadows so cold, he saw wisdom untold, chasing a fragrance the wind only knows. This wistfulness waned and faded into night as he stepped from the darkness and into the light.
Very nice. Oh. Platonism. We'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.